This is the Transformers Robots in Disguise Deluxe Class or Warrior Class Sideswipe. The figure is part of the third wave of the Deluxe Class Warrior Class series of figures. Here's the box art, and here's the instructions. It didn't come with a booklet or anything like that. These are the instructions, which are just a pain in the ass to follow. If you can see, like, it only shows you how to do one arm, and it presumes you're going to do the same thing on the other arm. So after you transform one arm, which only involves one step, they made it into a three-step. It already transformed the other arm, and it's just ridiculous. Anyway, we'll show you that in a bit. Okay. I'm gonna get on with it. This figure sucks. I'm not just joking or anything like that. I had a lot of high hopes for this figure, a lot of expectations, and this figure did not deliver. I'm sorry. I am displeased very much with this figure, but you need the figure to complete the team. And you know, Hasbro gave us such a wonderful, wonderful character on the show, and then you expect so much when it comes in the toy form that it's hard not to be disappointed. So anyway, here is Bumblebee. Here is his best friend, Strong Arm. We'll put her at the back, right there, and fix it. So there you go, the entire team finally here, with Sideswipe being the biggest disappointment of the whole set. We got Optimus at the back. Okay, fine. And if you ask me, I like these two the best. I don't have the. I have the Deluxe Grimlock. I'm just not showing him here because this three-step Grimlock is, I think, the best in scale with the rest. So, okay. Enough of that. On to the figure. The figure, again, is a bit of a disappointment. Let's talk about paint apps. That's probably the only thing going for this one. Actually, not even the paint apps. I mean, the face has a lot of issues. There's a lot of silver bleeding into the blue and the red. So if you pick through several on the pegs, make sure that that the face is painted well. I missed this one. Look at that. There's like a smudge on the Japanese character. I mean, that's not just water. It's just really an error, a smudge. Come on, Hasbro. He comes with a sword, which I thought was going to be his shining moment. It was probably going to be the silver lining for this figure. But the way it's molded, it's just... I'll show you. There is a notch, which I don't know what it's for. I think it's to hold the sword better, like that. But because of that notch, he just can't hold it properly. The only way to make him hold the sword tight enough, see, it's just not working. To make him hold it tight enough is if you find that thick part. He can only hold the handle at the thick part, which, like that. You have to twist it a bit, because if you don't, it's so easy to pop it off. So it's a nice sculpt, but the handle just makes it dysfunctional. Next, onto the figure sculpt. There's like a ton of kibble. You'll immediately notice these. I mean, I've heard of leg and arm kibble and back kibble, but neck kibble? Come on, Hasbro. This was... I'm sorry for those of you who are sympathizing with Hasbro, but this is absolute laziness on the part of Hasbro. These panels on the car, they could have easily been made so that they folded nicely at the back. I mean, they were just so lazy with it. I mean, I would have forgiven these panels, but look at that. The hand is hidden behind the panels. They could have cut it so that the hand is sort of exposed and put the rest of the pieces onto here of this part of the leg. It makes it worse than Transformers Prime Wheeljack's arms. Okay. The feet. Oh my god. What is it with this big ass feet? They had to do this because this is the molding of the Lamborghini-ish alt mode. They had to do it. They could have been they could have easily folded in or compressed it, but they had to settle with the clown feet. And the last thing, that probably the worst thing about this figure, is the chest transformation. As you can see, there's pegs right there, which peg on here. It would have been fine if they actually worked. So they peg on like that, and as you play with it, there's no way to keep it. Even if you put some clear nail polish, they just won't stay. They won't stay for the life of this figure. This right shoulder pegs in better than this left shoulder, but it's just horrible. And this thing doesn't even compress anywhere in alt mode. It just stays there. Anyway, articulation for the figure: ball jointed neck, ball hinge shoulders, ball jointed elbows, ball hinge hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees, and hinge ankle. Now, transforming the figure. That's another worst thing about it. It's so gosh darn difficult. It's more than 10 steps, I guarantee you. Or maybe less, but just very, very difficult. So they say fold this one down. That's what it said. Fold it down. Detach the arms, which you don't even have to do. And they go about a 3-step way of transforming the arm. They go do it this way. Raise it up. And they say to turn this panel, turn it this way. You can't. The only way to do it is this way. And then it tells you to fold the arm that way. It could have been done in one step. You fold it out this way and just fold it this way. That's it. That's it. I don't know why they had to go through 3 steps. Okay. Then he says to fold the. That's probably the easiest thing there. And then it said, fold the back parts this way. So initially you would think, when you swivel that instruction, it says like there, swivel back, you'd think this way. And you say, what the hell is going on? The thing you have to do is you have to swivel it this way, this side panel, which has the foot. Fold it this way. And that's how you do it. And it's clear as mud in that instruction. So do it this way. And that's where the clown feet comes from. They just molded it up. They could have left some of the pieces on the back part of the foot and then just made the foot smaller. I don't understand why they didn't do that. Okay, I'm so frustrated because I had so much high hopes for this figure. And I love the character on the show. And you know me, I mean, you've seen some of my reviews. It says fold these. This is probably the hardest bit. I give figures a chance, even the crappy ones. This one is it's just so frustrating. I mean, this is the last part. I can't even do it smoothly because it just doesn't want to tab in smoothly. I mean, I'm about to give up on this figure right now. I don't want to continue with this review, but I need to show you guys the alt mode. And yeah, look how easy that was. It's really hard. I'm trying my best to do it as smooth as I can. And that's essentially Sideswipe in his alt mode. Why is the light not moving? Okay, there we go. And it doesn't even tell you. The instructions don't tell you where to store this. It just it just shows you that hole, and you sort of peg it this way or this way. I think it's better this way. And that's it. The paint apps are done well, but they just don't match. Pink, metallic pink on these parts and candy red on these parts. They just, Hasbro missed the boat on this one, and it's frustrating. They could have done so much better with it. It's gonna get, I'm sorry, it's gonna get a, I want to give it a 5, but I like the character, so it's gonna get a 6 out of 10. There you go, folks. Transformers robots in disguise, deluxe class, warrior class Sideswipe. Thanks for watching.